Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Togan's Fly Shop, Maui Jim Sunglasses, and Hardy Rods and Reels. You know, I'm really looking forward to the next few weeks of filming because we're up here in the Caribou and we decided to start our big stint up one of your favorite lakes, Dragon Lake.
Dragon Lake, yeah. I've always had a big fondness for dragon. Fish there lots of time, big fish, lots of them, so that's where we start today.
Well, we're going to see this whole Caribou swing is going to be a lot of fun. But
Caribou.
we're starting on Dragon Lake, and that's today. So we take you sport fishing on the fly.
Yeah, well, we just got to Dragon Lake by Quesnel in northern BC. We just got out here. We drove up from Kamloops today, so we're just doing an afternoon test fish. Came into this one bay, did our regular searching patterns that we have to see if there's fish there, and what was it? First cast, ba-boom.
What searching pattern?
Yeah, what's it?
Oh yeah, it's a nice one, eh?
Well, it seems like it.
That's
He's
good size.
He's certainly ripped.
Oh, good size to start.
Oh yeah, it's nice fish. Right in the corner, I can see. Yeah, look at how much of a fight. That's not a really big fish, but great fight.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He just hit that on the corner and gave her a rip.
Everybody's seen that fly before.
The good searching pet, well, especially on dragon because they eat goldfish here.
Right.
So it's always good to search around and then see if we have some hatches. But they're nice chrome.
Oh.
You know, they're healthy.
Yeah, you bet.
You know, there's been a lot of speculation around, you know, what it's doing with the goldfish now in the lake and what it's doing to the rainbows and the population. So we'll talk a little bit about that after, what they're going to do about it and so on. But I fish it every year, and there's big fish in here, and they're really spunky fish. And that guy looked perfectly healthy. We'll pump a few as we get them, and we'll find out what the heck they're eating right now. It's near the end of September, and as you said, weather's coming in. We got a bad system on its way. So we just caught some fish. We pumped them, and what was in them?
Goldfish.
Goldfish. So we stayed with of course, the tequila booby. Dawn just lost a great big, oh, look at how big that is. Whew. There's some big tinks in here. Dawn had a big one on, and then I just, 2 casts later, I hooked this guy.
Yeah, I should have stuck him, you know, he's right in by the shallows. He turned big guy. Real nice.
Had him right there. This guy is,
well, that's the beauty of dragon, right? They're big fish in here. And because they have the goldfish to eat, everybody worries about the goldfish, but they're actually, they're good feed. Oh, that's a nice one. Good feed for the rainbows.
Yeah, for the big guy.
For the big guys.
Oh.
Well, like I've always said, you know, these fish, you let them get up to 10, 12, 15 pounds, they're going to eat a lot of goldfish.
Well, that fish that we pumped, he was maybe 2 or 3 pounds, and he had a goldfish in him. Oh, that's a beauty. Look at that fish.
See, mine was chrome and yours a little, just slightly
mine's
colored,
darker.
eh?
Yeah, yours was chrome.
Different
Yeah, look at him. He is darker.
Yeah. Oh, he's nice.
But still nice size.
Oh, beautiful fish. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gone.
He's packing some weight. Ooh. Come on up, baby. Yeah, yours was dead chrome, right?
Yeah.
It's like a big male.
Yeah, exactly. Nice fish, though. Oh, yeah, look at the colors. Beautiful colors. Ah, gee, you know, we're hooking the little, well, not little, I mean, these are nice fish, but these guys we're getting in, we've lost a couple of just toads, big, what we expect out at Dragon Lake, you know, the 6 to 8 pound, like big fish. Hey, you know, right, the tequila right in the side of the mouth. Now, I learned my lesson last time. I had a fish this size, and I tried to pick it out off the side of his mouth, and he went with the fly, which is unfortunate. So the nice thing is when you do get them hooked in the side like this, it's really quite nice because you just grab it, it pops out real easy. But again, there he is there. He's not huge, but just a real nice size to start.
In good shape.
Oh, they're beautiful. You know, those 18-inch chromers, off he goes. You know, real nice fish. But you know, when Dale's been out here many times, he said ever since the goldfish came in, they've really been whacking bulldogs and tequilas. Well, they look just like it, right? The bulldog's about that long, copper color. Tequila, same thing, small. And we throat sampled one. What was in there? About a little goldfish about that long. They would be kind of just eaten. So very slimmer. They want it moving, and some big fish like it. So we're gonna keep throwing tequila out there. Goldfish pattern. So I changed it up. We were actually getting all of them on tequila. But before I came, you know, there was a couple of patterns they showed that imitated baitfish. You know, Baitfish Booby patterns, which are tied with marabou. And the marabou instead of the fritz. So real easy to tie. Again, you got the booby eyes, but you've got marabou, a yellow marabou tail with an orange marabou back. So it's really, you know what it is? It's a goldfish pattern. and that's what the guy sold it as. He said, hey, these, you know, this is a baitfish. You didn't call it a goldfish pattern, but it was a baitfish pattern. What a great example. I cast it out there, took a few casts, and bam, this guy hit it. Oh,
Get him.
spit it, yeah. There it is. So, you know, well, there it is. Like it is, it's the booby pattern, but so what, you know, you tie it with the yellow marabou and the orange marabou, and it makes it look just like a little goldfish.
Goldfish.
Right, and you know, it's an easy tie. I use a little bit of the Semperfly straggle string, right, for the body. The straggle string bodies make great bodies. And here he is here. This is a nice fish.
Nice fish.
You know, that's decent size. It's probably that 20-inch range.
Yeah, about 20.
For sure. Let's hold them up. Try to get them in the net. Look at how fat they are. Look at how healthy. I mean, whoa, there he goes. Chrome bullet. Sweet. And again, there it is. Everybody's going to laugh at our little goldfish pattern, but I showed you. You know what? You got to tie it, and that could even be, if we're getting more on it, could be a good candidate for the bench. Yeah. The little goldfish pattern.
Goldfish. Well, there's no doubt. In Dragon Lake, they're eating the goldfish.
They're eating them, yeah.
You know, it's definitely, you know, hopefully they can keep them somewhat in check.
Yeah.
We're talking about doing a seining, like a net job.
I think
get
so
lots
for the
of
big
adults
ones, right?
out. Yeah, just get the population down, because the chironomid fishermen are definitely suffering because they tend to eat the chironomids,
yeah, they
right?
would for
you know,
sure. Yeah.
if you're going to use goldfish patterns, it's fine, but when you want to fish chronies, you know.
Well, that's why it's good for the fall right now, because they are feeding on the goldfish.
Exactly.
And you know, that one that we found on the fish, and hopefully we'll throw a sample another one, it was about that long.
Size, yeah.
You know, that size. So I think, you know, they may eat them to probably an inch or two, but beyond that, they're not going to eat them, right? They get too fat.
Too
so, hey, there's your little goldfish pattern. It's a killer.
Yeah, nice one.
Oh,
right against
the goldfish in shallow.
Right against the shore.
And a subtle take. Look at the size of this thing. This is a big fish. Oh, so big you could barely get on the water. Oh. Wow. Oh.
He's making. I hear your reel going.
You know, this is I got a 5-way rod. And he's big. Yeah, wow, when he hit, it was just, I thought I had bottom. I just pulled and, oh man.
Oh, he's weighing, he's on the shore. He's
weighing the toolies. He's way in there.
He's right in.
Oh yeah, I won't weigh in my backing.
Yeah,
he's a big fish. Wait till you see him. Like he's big. Like look at him swirling down there. He's, yeah, I think he's in that, you know, 6+ range for sure. I don't know, I can't tell. I mean, it
saw him,
was
16 inches.
You think so?
No.
I think he's pretty big. Like, I think he was in that 5 to 6 range.
Well, they're such good fighters,
Oh.
right? We've had those
Yeah.
ones, but we've seen some really big fish. Ooh.
Oh no. No, he might be bigger than that.
You're certainly having troubles.
Well, yeah, he's not small. Like, I mean, come on.
No.
It's a pretty heavy rod.
Oh, he's making a lot of
and
noise.
he's making a lot of noise. I'm sure you can see him down there. He's not small.
Oh, no, he's not small. He's a beauty. He's a big fish. Oh, look at him.
Oh, yeah, look at that, eh? Gorgeous fish.
Oh,
Yeah, he's nice. He's a nice fish.
can you get him with my...
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Oh,
Wow.
can you... I can try the camera and the...
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Oh, yeah.
How'd
he's,
it do?
Look at the colors on him, you
Oh.
know? Look at that. That's a nice
Wow.
fish. Look at the little goldfish right in the side of the mouth.
The little
The
gold.
little goldfish. It's a winner. We're going to the bench and tying you up the
Yeah.
little goldfish.
You will. Well,
That's
a
a
big
solid
fish. I would say that's going to be close. Well, that's probably 24 inches.
24, yeah, 20, yeah, probably. Well, the size of the net, and what's the net, 24-ish? Yeah, just a little longer than that. So it's probably, I don't know, I can't tell right now, but
Oh, he's
yeah,
pretty hefty.
he's pretty hefty. Yeah,
Okay, wait,
decent
we'll
size.
have
But
to
look at the
go.
colors, eh? Look at how gorgeous he is.
Beautiful colors.
Yeah.
Look at that nice big tail.
Look at that's a 24-inch net there.
Yeah.
So he's a full 24 plus.
24,
Yeah, solid.
And fat.
And fat. I'm just gonna try to hold him up for everybody real quickly. There he is there. Look at the colors. Look at how gorgeous that is. Fat back. Oh, gee, he wants to go. There he goes.
Look at how nice.
Oh, look at that.
Look at him cruising.
Yeah, and in that shallow water. How cool is that? On the little goldfish pattern.
Goldfish is a winner.
Yeah, 24 inch, probably in that 5 to 6 pounds range. But we had some chrome ones that are even bigger than that, like 27, 28 inch. You know, we just started. We've been out here for a few hours. We're gonna be here for a couple days. We may get rain, but wow, we're getting fish like that.
It is what it is.
It's worth it. It
That's
is what
right.
it is. Right on.
You were lucky. Look where he went over in there. You had him in
Yeah.
the tulies there right
He-
against the shore.
Yeah,
and
he went right into those tulies and everything. Well, that's a 5-way rod, and he's pulling pretty hard.
he's undergunned.
Undergun, yeah. Today on the bench, I want to tie you up Don's Goldfish Booby. Now, since we were actually filming with this pattern, we've made, of course, a few modifications to the fly, so make sure you have these materials ready before you tie. For the hook, we'll use a Mustad R50 size 8 dry fly hook. We'll use some yellow Fluoro Bright for the thread, some 6mm yellow round foam for the eyes, some UV2 yellow rabbit for the tail, some fluoro yellow straggle string for the body, and some UV2 Fire Tiger rabbit for the wing. So as always, to start the fly, we're gonna put on our thread, just get a little base layer laid down. We're gonna put your eyes. Now take some yellow foam eyes, and usually you can get 2 out of this one. So an easy way is even just cut your foam right in half. Just cut it in half, and that'll make 2 sets. So take your foam eyes, lay them halfway, and pull quite tight on the first wrap. And then figure 8 back and forth to tie in your eyes. So now that we have the eyes tied in, I've taken a small clump of my yellow rabbit, and I make it about as long as the body. So I'll measure it up about as long as the body, bring it back, and then tie in. And I like to form a little bit of a body on this too. Helps it bulk it up a little bit. And make sure you go around your tail once for sure. Always go around the tail once. Now that we have the tail tied in, I'm going to take some of my straggle and I'm just going to tie it in and wrap it nicely. Finish up by your eyes and then start wrapping up the body. And as I wrap it, just continually wrap over it. I like a nice full straggle body on this fly. Now that we have the body tied in, I've taken some of my fire tagger rabbit, and it's got the real nice color. It's got the orange with the black barred, and I find this as being a very, very good substitute for the orange marabou. I'm going to go back about halfway as long as my tail. We don't want it quite as long, but about halfway down the tail. And then just measure up. If you have excess there, just cut it off. Measure again, go about halfway down the tail and tie in behind your eyes, and then wrap over your eyes once again to finish off. Now that we have the wing tied in, of course I can take my whip finisher and move in front of the eyes and whip finish in front there and just form a nice little yellow head on the fly. Just a few whip finishes and cut off your thread, and then what we'll do is trim the eyes. So to finish the fly off, all I'm going to do is leave the fly. You can take it out of the vise, but I'll leave it in for ease so everybody can see it. And we're just going to trim off those sharp edges. Just trim off the sharp edges on the foam just to kind of round the eyes slightly. And they do offer rounded eyes you can actually buy, but I like these ones. So there it is, the finished Goldfish Booby. You know, we found this fly worked excellent on Dragon Lake where there are goldfish present, but it also works very good as a small bait fish imitator. Make sure you have some in your box because they can be deadly. I want to take a minute and show everybody how we're casting. Now, a big advantage here, I've got a 10-foot 5-weight rod, right? And it casts my whole line out. You can see the whole, I'm into my backing. That's a big advantage, right? The longer you have for the cast, the better. I'm allowing it to sink a bit. Now, our traditional one is the one Dale and I use all the time is, you know, just the quick pulls. Quick pulls, a little bit break, but mainly short, quick pulls. And you're moving it, you know, pretty fast through the water, sometimes a little bit longer, but you're really moving it. And what we found is every time we're doing this, we're getting these, sometimes you get some real taps. Where this works, this technique is really good in shallow water because you want that fly moving over the water. So now what I'm going to do is what I did to change it since they were tapping it. And there's another one bowling. I'm going to make the big cast. So a nice long cast way out there, you know, as far as you can get it. Tuck it. Tuck the under your shoulder. And what they call it, keep your rod tip in the water. Right at your first guide, start pulling. And all I'm doing is going as fast as I can. And when I did this on the last one, that big guy wanted that movement. So when you catch fish on your reel in or you're really moving your line, this roly-poly is a really good way to fish. And sometimes they want that fly just flying, like just moving. You know, and again, the longer you can cast, the better because you see how fast that line comes in. So again, just give it a nice pop. Try to get as much line as you can. Allow it to sink. Keep your rod tip in the water. Tuck your, you know, the reel seat and the reel under your armpit. Rod tip low and roly-poly. And you know what? You just hang on, and when you do get one, slip set them. What I mean by that is if you hook one here, I pull, grab my rod, and you've got them. So again, keep it low, pull, lift, and you get the fish. So hopefully people can try it and get good at it. That's a hefty fish. I don't know how much he weighs, but that's 24
chunky.
inches. It's fat. Oh man. All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna let her go. Look at the size of that. Look at how fat, and look at the colors.
Beautiful colors.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, nice fish.
Oh,
after the big storm,
there you go.
Look, swim away. Well, the goldfish, you know, who knows when they were put in? A while ago, I guess. And I think some of the anglers had said they've noticed that there'd been a drop in the chironomid hatches and stuff, because that used to be a main attraction here, especially for a lot of visitors to the area that would come up in that May time frame, April, May. So they've noticed that the chironomid hatches had diminished, probably the goldfish eating all the chironomids. So people have had to get more innovative in some of the stuff. Well, like we're doing, we're using goldfish patterns because they're keying on the goldfish that of course invaded the lake. So, but they grow some pretty nice big fish. Nice chrome fish.
Well, that was a pretty decent day and a half. You know, we arrived, as everybody saw, I was in my shorts, you were in your shorts.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, a lot of action, right? We came over with that new little pattern, the goldfish pattern.
That's right.
Everybody showed on the bench. So, you know, and then we got into the low pressure system that came in. Makes it tough. The fish do shut down. Everybody has to realize that, but we're still able to get some.
Oh yeah, big rain came and everything else, and you know, low pressure
Yeah, look
again.
what's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. The thunder's right behind
I
us
know.
coming in, but it turned out to be a great day.
Yeah, and
so.
you want to talk a bit about what they plan to do with Dragon Lake. Everybody was concerned about the goldfish.
Right.
So what's the goal? What are they planning?
Well, from last I had heard, what they're going to try to do, the Polar Coachman Fly Fishing Club in Prince George offered to come down and help them net some of these goldfish out. So last year, they were hoping all these goldfish would move in the shallows to spawn. I think they do that just at the end before ice off, and they were going to take a hole, try to get the adults out.
Oh, cool.
But that didn't happen. They didn't come in. So they were going to use the nets and then maybe go out and seine the lake, but they had to use the nets for collection of eggs and everything else. So I think they're going to try it again this year. They figure if they can knock the adult population way down, then much better for the trout, right?
Yeah.
More food sources and everything else. But they're certainly eating the baby goldfish.
They are definitely eating. There's lots of food still in the system. Yeah, the chironomids, sure, they eat them. There's a little low, but you know what? We had great action with leeches, goldfish, everything.
Yeah, we had to adjust. But it's like, you know, we hear about more and more of these. You don't want invasive species.
No,
you know, don't be dumping goldfish into lakes.
That
and
is
stuff.
not good.
So, but
and also some people to thank.
yes, Prestige Inn. We stayed at the Treasure
Prestige.
Cove Casino and Inn in Prince George.
Yeah, went and blew my
Community,
token 20. It was, you know, the same old stuff. It was good.
Yeah, great hotel there.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got to thank the Prestige for that.
Yeah, right on. Well, you know what? When you come out to Dragon, you got to take care. Consider our waters, and we'll see you next time we take you sport fishing on the fly.